Hello everyone, welcome to the Flight Sim Deck and welcome out here to Atlanta, Georgia, where we'll be doing Delta Airlines Flight number 762 out to Chicago Midway International Airport in Chicago, Illinois. Now this will be in the TFDI 717-200 series. It's been about 3 or 4 months since I've been in this plane, so we're back in it after they've released an update that's fixed a few things, so we're going to give it a shot and see how the plane flies these days. So next thing we'll do is get into Sky Vector and take a look at the route out of Atlanta up north to Chicago. So we'll be doing the Varnum 2 departure out of Atlanta. And that'll bring us by Louisville up here. And then for the approach, we'll be doing the Fisk approach into Chicago. Bring us right by Lake Michigan and into the airport. But yeah, that's going to be the route today. Just wanted to show that to you guys so you can kind of see what we're doing. And if you want to fly along, you can fly the same route that we're doing here today. Okay, we're going to get the battery on, the power, and then we'll fire up the APU. Gallery power on. Okay, we're getting ready for pushback, getting the pin set up, and we'll be out of here in just a moment. Starting the number 1 engine.
Radar vector south 1. Direct Macon, direct Alma, direct. By maintain 4,000. The Atlanta departure frequency 126.907. Squawk 72.
Doing the push, straight pushback today, GSX. Actually, I couldn't get GSX to work prior to, once it hooked up to the plane, then I couldn't get it to actually do the pushback, but they only allow straight pushback anyway. With that at this airport, the left and right doesn't work. Alright, we're checking our ailerons and we got our trim set up. Gonna check the rudder. And we are out of here. With that all set, everything is prepped, and we're gonna head over to runway 9 left, following the Delta ahead of us here. But yeah, happy to be flying this plane again. I kind of gave up after the Hawaii flight I did in it. The flight management system was just really screwed up. It wouldn't really stay on the flight path all the time. Sometimes it would get confused. It would want to U-turn, go back to another waypoint. It didn't add in the your altitudes. It would add in unrealistic, crazy altitudes, like crazy high, like 40,000 feet in the air right after you take off and stuff, which is weird numbers. and it didn't have top of descent or top of climb, which isn't a huge deal because you can calculate that anyway, but it's nice to have all that fixed, and we're going to see how it operates today, and if it's any good, I'll keep flying this plane. I won't be going 4 months with it. It's kind of like flying this plane all over again. I've pretty much forgotten a lot of things about it, so this is a flight that's basically like relearning it. And of course we had to do a flight out of Atlanta. Hope you liked the little Welcome to Atlanta anthem in there. I've always wanted to do an Atlanta video using that song with the instrumental, because it's a cool song, and yeah, if you know that song, hope you enjoyed that. But yeah, we're just on the taxi here, following this guy up there, and we'll be out of here. Shouldn't be any storms in our way today. Haven't had any storms lately when I've been doing any flights, so that's unfortunate. I kind of like to navigate around those sometimes. Comes another Delta pulling out in front of us up there, so we're gonna be the number 2 or number 3 in line for departure. Now I always get asked what I use for traffic, and I just use World of AI, but at this airport traffic is a lot more lively. Even if you use World of AI, some airports, just the way they're set up, the way they have the gates configured and everything, you just won't get a lot of traffic no matter what you do, unless you're on VATSIM or something. But Atlanta, you got tons of traffic. There's so many planes coming in and departing, and it's really awesome flying around here. Miami's like that too. Seems like the bigger airports. So we're just gonna line up and wait here. We got one Delta taking off, one company plane, and then it'll be us pretty soon. Alright, he's lining up. We're gonna hold short up here, and then we'll be doing the same.
Southwest 232 ground back. Thanks for that. Ground 40 south. Pop. It's 340 ground way down that flight 2, thanks for being mine. Left flight 2 via Mike. Southwest 232, give way the RJ out of ring 5. Give way that RJ, Southwest 232.
Love the little tablet they have. This comes with the plane, in case you were wondering. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and line up. Alright, now we're just going to wait. We have a couple of planes that need to cross the runway up here, and then we'll be taking off.
In sequence, tower 2085,
Okay. Okay. We're on our way out. V1, rotate, V2, positive rate gear up. Alright, we're going to hand fly this for a little bit. I need the practice definitely in this plane. And I always encourage people to hand fly the plane for a little bit on departure and arrival if you can. Just don't switch the autopilot on right away. You know, it's not necessary to do that. You can hand fly these things just for good practice, and also it's a lot of fun. Why have the computer do it when you can do it? You know, and even if you mess up a little bit, it's okay. You're practicing. It's a simulator. It's not a big deal.
Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion.
Alright, so it'll be a left up here, and we're going to be heading up into the clouds. Not a thick layer or anything for us to pop out of, just a little bit of haziness up above. Ceiling's at about 4,000 feet.
Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion.
So if you were thinking about buying this plane, it's $60, and it's a lot better than the day one release. It's pretty much a beta plane then. Now it's coming along. It's a lot better than it was. I actually think it's worth purchasing now. They're only going to continue to update it, so that's great on them to do that. And but yeah, it's a pretty good plane now.
Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion.
Now the new Flight Sim World, the dovetail, I think that's what they call it, Flight Sim World. I don't know. I could be screwed up right now. So I'm doing this, recording this live, so I'm not looking nothing up, and it's early in the morning.
Stabilizer motion.
But yeah, that came out. All about status. That channel, he did a little video of it, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. I don't know. I'll have to look at it some more. I do want to do some more X-Plane 11 flights. All about status says he might get it. Check his channel out, by the way. He's got a new and upcoming channel, and he's doing all kinds of stuff over there. But yeah, X-Plane 11, I need to do some more flights with that. Definitely. Just gotta learn the camera more. The AI, or not the AI, the camera system's a little hard to figure out. I hope Chase Plane comes around and does something for them one day. They're mainly an FSX P3D developer, but it'd be nice if they do something for X-Plane, because they have a really smooth camera system. Chase Plane does, so. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they got the 737 on there. Maybe I'll fly that, or just fly the Cessna or something. I haven't even flown it since the final came out. I bought the final version when it was still the beta mode, but now it's the final version, and I haven't even messed with it. So but I haven't had a lot of time. Going to continue the chase plane series. That'd be my next video. I'm pretty certain of it. I still haven't studied up on the Dash 8. I just gotta learn the flight management system, then I'm good to fly it. Even if I make a few mistakes, it's no big deal. I'm just learning it. People should understand. But I'll be doing that, and then I need to get back in the A320. It's been a couple months on that, and I love that plane. I want to fly it. So that will be the next thing on the list. Over here on the first officer side, as we're still flying the departure, some beautiful looking clouds today. Just enough to where they're scattered to where you can see the land. We're going up to flight level 330 today. I like to keep the turns in on the video because they look pretty interesting when the plane turns. Better than straight, you get a little bit of a view out to the right or left depending which direction. I want to start doing giveaways through different parts of my video. It's going to be in random sections, you know, to reward people that watch it all the way through. So I'll either stick it in the middle or I'll put it in like the mid to end, mid to beginning, I'm not sure. A lot of people just skip around to the, I mean, that's why I don't even put the full flights up. People skip just to the landings and takeoffs, which is cool. That's what I do in a lot of videos, to be honest. I just don't have time to watch everybody's video. So, you know, I check out the key parts. Nothing wrong with that, but here's the outside of this plane. Easily, possibly one of the best exterior modeled aircrafts in flight simulation is this plane. The work that TFDI put in on this 717. It looks beautiful. Every little piece of it looks beautiful. It looks great with this Delta livery. Alright, we're at our cruise altitude now, and that's where we're going to be sitting. This flight is a little under 2 hours. And you can start to see the top of descent marker coming in. That is new for this plane. It was not released with that. Alright, we're almost going to be doing our descent. Start getting ready for that. And making our way into Chicago today. Great little Delta route they do into there. It's a short route, not too long. Perfect for the 717. Alright, seatbelt signs are on. Should have put that on just a little bit prior to the descent, but flying the descent profile now, all the way down. I was actually on a flight recently where they left the seatbelt sign on for the entire flight. Smooth flight, no turbulence whatsoever. They just forgot to turn it off. And I guess that's more common than you would think. When I listen to the airline pilot guy show, he's a Delta MD-80-90 pilot, and he says sometimes, yeah, they just forget. Not always, but sometimes they do. Now you see, when we come in here, we're gonna have a vector. I'm just gonna remove the vector and we'll fly it once we get to it. This is Orbx in North America for the scenery that you're seeing here. If you're watching this portion of the video, throw in a hashtag 3000. I just hit 3,000 subscribers, so just let me know who's at this point in the video. I'm just curious. But like I said, this is gonna how the giveaway system will work. Just at a random part in the video, I will say, hey, first person to put hashtag whatever, and you'll win whatever the prize is. So it's either going to be an airport scenery, possibly a plane if I can afford it, or just money towards one of the flight sim stores. I'm going to try to see if I can get that sponsored by somebody. If not, I will pay out of pocket for it, just to reward my subscribers from time to time.
Midway, airport information, India. 1759er, shallow. Wind 065 and 01. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, view cloud at 3,800. Temperature warm. Dew point 1.
Alright, we're going to hold here at 17,000 feet because we got a little ahead of the descent. And we're going to bring it back down. We just wanted to catch up. Alright, we're coming through 5,000. I'm sorry, 8,000. Into 7,000 now. that turn up there, at the last waypoint, that's where the Vector is. So we're just going to make a turn around that. We don't have to fly that exact profile. It just connects it up because I deleted the Vector. So we got to start getting slowed down. We're going 245. I'm going to disconnect the autopilot and the auto throttle. Now I'm told using the auto flight system override is not the correct way to turn off the auto throttle, but I can't find the I'm told the way you're supposed to do it is hitting the button on the throttle twice, but even that doesn't work. And I watched one of the developer videos and they used the AFS override also to turn it off. So I'm not quite sure of what the proper way is, but whatever gets the damn thing off for now, for me. So we're getting slowed down now. I'm going to drop the gear in just a moment, get our flaps set, and we'll be coming into the airport. It's coming up there on the right. Gear down.
Stabilizer motion.
3 green. And we're gonna start getting down here. Right here is where our Vector would be. I'm gonna take the turn kind of slowly so we can drop our altitude a little bit. So when we come out of the turn, I want to be lined up, and I don't want to have to gain any more speed. We're at 180 knots right now. Now we're landing 13C or C 13 center. In case you haven't noticed, that runway is more of a rare approach to see. I did find some videos on YouTube of some Southwest flights coming in real life, but normally they land 3-1 center. But we're gonna do 1-3. Because it's kind of abnormal, and the weather kind of allows it. We have a minor little cross tailwind of about 14-15 knots, which is the limit for the crosswind component. Tailwind's about 10 or 12, but it's not a true behind you tailwind. It's kind of at an angle, so that is what we're doing right now. But I'm gonna go sterile cockpit and leave you guys with the approach, and talk to you once all the wheels are on the ground.
$1,000. $500, $400, $300, Minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
And we're down. Now, if you ever have a problem keeping the nose up when you flare, this plane really likes to stay up on the nose. Might be because of the rear-mounted engines. This is probably the first plane I've flown with that. But yeah, got the reverse thrust out a little late. The button wasn't working, so I had to pull an audible and use the keyboard. Sometimes my controls just get thrown out of whack. It's really weird. I don't know, they'll work at the beginning of a flight, and then at the end, the flaps don't work. So luckily, the flap thing hasn't happened with me on any approaches, but yeah. We made it down shorter runways here, so made sure to put it down right on the mark. Just got the nose down a little late. But not too bad for not flying this plane in a few months. Even the first landing I ever did on this plane was pretty good. This plane is fairly easy to fly. You gotta follow procedures. You gotta make sure you know where you're flying into, what altitudes you need to be at, pay attention to all that stuff, and you should have a successful time. So I'm gonna get it cleaned up, get the landing lights off, and let's enjoy some replays. Alright, back in the plane. Hope you enjoyed those. And we're going to taxi over to our gate, which is right here. So it's good we exited at the end of the runway, because our gate is up here. Not sure if this is actually the Delta gates or not, but we're parking there anyway. I don't care about that airline that's supposed to be at that gate. I'm parking here anyway. Just kidding. But, yep, first gate on the left there is where we will be. Chase plane quit working at this point. I got it to work after we parked, but I don't really need it right now. But so I couldn't do the shutdown in this plane. Next time we'll do that. But for now, we're just gonna park and wrap this one up. A lot of fun flying this plane today. Gonna do more flights with it. If you guys have any suggestions for the 717, please send them my way. I prefer to do flights that have sceneries, so if you can kind of pick around that. Maybe take a look at my past YouTube videos, see what sceneries I have, and give me a route to do in this plane, and I'll be happy to do it for you. There's some routes in Hawaii. Atlanta does a lot. Chicago does some. There's not too many, but if you can find something, or maybe even an old school route that used to happen on a old school livery, we'll do that. But alright, everybody, we're connecting the jetway, and everybody's going to be getting off this flight and onto the next flight or on their way home. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you on the next video. You guys take care. Later.